History remembers this game as Modern Warfare 2.5, but if you look past the familiar engine, you'll find a very fun multiplayer and a satisfying conclusion to the Modern Warfare trilogy. Today we're covering campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops / survival mode. Timestamps in the description. This game's story takes place hours after Modern Warfare 2. It depicts a full-scale Russian invasion of New York and across major European capitals, Berlin, Paris, and London, following a series of devastating chemical attacks. With Task Force 141 disavowed, Captain Price and Soap, who's injured, team up with Yuri, a new Russian ally, to track down Makarov and kill him once and for all. Throughout the story, you'll bounce back between Task Force 141, Captain Price, Soap, and Yuri, to Delta Force, Frost, Sandman, Truck, and Grinch. The goal is twofold: stop the Russian invasion of the West and hunt down Makarov. Halfway through the story, during an assassination attempt on Makarov in Prague, Makarov ambushes the team. Soap dies and falls out of a scaffolding, reopening his wounds that were recently stitched. But right before he dies, he reveals to Captain Price that Makarov knows Yuri. It turns out that Yuri, the new playable Russian protagonist, used to be Makarov's right-hand man. Yuri was an ex-ultranationalist, and he was present at the Chernobyl hit back in Call of Duty 4 and the airport massacre during Modern Warfare 2. During that airport massacre, Yuri was shot and left for dead by Makarov because Yuri betrayed Makarov trying to stop the No Russian Airport massacre. Yuri and Captain Price rejoin and continue with their mission. Near the very end of the game, in a joint mission with Delta Force's Team Metal, Captain Price and Yuri team up and rescue the President's daughter to end the war. Sandman and his squad, not including Frost, sacrifice themselves to ensure the extraction of Price and the President. The very final mission, Price and Yuri assaulting in a hotel in Dubai. After Yuri was killed by Makarov, Price gets super angry and enraged and punches and beats the crap out of Makarov, wraps a wire around his neck and hangs him, and they both fall through the glass. And that's how the story ends, as well as the trilogy, which I think is very satisfying. This game was an end of an era, honestly. The storylines of the original Modern Warfare trilogy concluding, and all these iconic characters that ended up dying along the way. Sure, there's some survivors, but besides Price, Nikolai, and Frost, and a few others, most of Task Force 141 basically was all wiped out besides Price. Now let's talk about the multiplayer. When this game first came out, a lot of people used to call it Modern Warfare 2.5. Even though this game introduced mechanics that changed the series forever, the multiplayer on here introduced point streaks, the strike package system. This was very innovative for the time. It shifted from kill streaks to point streaks, rewarding players for playing objectives. You had Assault Classic streaks, they reset on death. Support streaks do not reset on death, introducing the Stealth Bomber and Advanced UAV. Specialist, instead of streaks you earned extra perks, which I thought this was very innovative and pretty cool because it would make your character very versatile if you didn't really care about calling in a chopper or something. At 8 kills, you got the Specialist bonus, every perk in the game. Weapon proficiencies, you can level up specific weapons, which you see a lot now in modern Call of Duty, but this is where it all started. Modern Warfare 3, the original, also introduced Kill Confirmed, and this is honestly top 3 game mode for me, as well as Infected mode, where there's a bunch of infected people on one team and they tried to kill the survivors on the other. That was a lot of fun back in the day. Spec Ops returned from Modern Warfare 2, except on here there's not as many missions. There is two-player co-op missions you'll need to complete if you want all the stars. In Modern Warfare 2, if I remember correctly, there's 69 stars. On here, I believe there's only 48. The Spec Ops missions on here are pretty fun. I kind of feel like Modern Warfare 2's, the original Modern Warfare 2 was a lot more fun, but they're still fun on here. Some are annoying on Veteran, but for the most part, they're fun, but I feel like Modern Warfare 2's were just better. This game introduced survival mode, And this was Modern Warfare 3's answer to Treyarch Zombies. It allowed for you to play any multiplayer map against infinite waves of AI. Honestly, I love survival mode, and I really wish they would bring it back someday. It introduced a currency system and armories. You have weapon armories, you can call in perk packages, air support, you can buy grenades, flashbangs, equipment. So many different setups you could have for each map to take advantage to survive. The maps on survival mode will start off easy, and then as you go down the list, they'll get harder and harder. Basically, they'll spawn in tougher enemies on the later maps earlier on. I love survival mode. They should bring it back, honestly. As I said earlier, this game, when it first came out, was labeled Modern Warfare 2.5. And the most common complaint at the time was that the game looked and felt exactly like Modern Warfare 2. The engine, the HUD, and many assets were recycled. Compared to iconic maps from Modern Warfare 2 like High Rise or Terminal, Modern Warfare 3's maps were often criticized for being cluttered and too brown or gray. Honestly, maps like Dome, probably my favorite map in the game. Resistance is a good map. I feel like there's a good variety of maps that actually do have color, but there are a lot of maps that do just look like dirt and mud and grass and stuff. The map selection on here is decent. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I wouldn't call it that. This game did bring back death streaks from Modern Warfare 2, which I hate. Death streaks do not belong in Call of Duty. Get good at the game. I think death streaks are stupid. Especially on here, if I remember correctly, there's like a C4 one where you get in last stand and blow up or something. That's just dumb. The game's color palette might look kind of muted or gray and dusty looking, especially compared to Black Ops 1, which is very colorful and vibrant, and it came out a year before this. I think the graphics on here look fantastic. Nothing crazy, but looks good, and honestly, the colors are fine on here. I remember when this game first came out, I thought it was fun, I thought it was alright, nothing like too crazy, but definitely revisiting it and re-experiencing Spec Ops and survival mode and replaying campaign and even the multiplayer, I feel like I've gained a new appreciation and I like it a lot more than I did back then. Not that I ever hated it. The multiplayer gunplay feels just like Modern Warfare 2, like fast time to kill, but it's very satisfying getting kills on here. I will warn you, if you do intend on playing multiplayer on here, be very careful, because I've seen people get hacked and demoted back to level 1. I was recently playing on PS3, and now I have this infected message of the day. Nothing was hacked, but it's just always there now. Be very careful. Create an extra account if you are nervous about that. Black Ops 1 seems more fine to go back and play, but for some reason I see a lot of hackers in Modern Warfare 3 specifically, so be very careful. This game's a lot of fun, and it concluded the Modern Warfare trilogy. If you've never played it before, definitely go play it. It's a million times better than the Modern Warfare 3 reboot we recently got. Million times better than that. Go play it, have fun. I'll see you next time.